Hello friends, thanks for joining me on my channel today. Today I'm sharing another layout that I've created. This one here is using the Pebbles Live Life Happy collection. And I'm documenting this photo of my daughter in a size that I don't usually, in a paper size that I don't usually use, and that's 8.5 by 11. And for the most part, 99% of the time I document my photographs. I scrapbook in 12 by 12, but here I decided to do something a little different. I wanted to jazz it up a bit and change things around, and so I opted for the 8.5 by 11 size. And so I started with a 8.5 by 11. How many times can I say 8.5 by 11? Piece of white cardstock, and I just trimmed it down. And then I'm taking the pattern paper from the collection and just creating a bit of, you know, interest with the background. And I'm just, adding some additional papers and going through and adding some, additional layers. This added a bit of bulk to my background paper, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the chunky layout. It is what it is. I'm chunky, my layouts are chunky, so it's all good. This is the photo here that I decided to document, and it's of my eldest daughter. And we were at the lake here, and I've documented a similar photo of my younger daughter, my youngest daughter, at the same lake in the same bathing suit. So, I mean, it's only fair. I have two girls, and so they both need to be documented, and this was the way I decided to scrapbook this particular photo. So you see here that I'm backing a cut file with some dimensional foam. This cut file is from the Silhouette store, and I used my Silhouette Cameo to cut it out. I've outlined it in white cardstock, and then I filled in and paper pieced the rest of it with papers from the collection. Now here I'm feeling that the background is a little too stark, and I want to add a bit of color to the white part of my background. And so I'm just mixing together a very light aqua with my Recollections watercolor set, and I'm just going to use this set to create just taking a paintbrush here, and I'm just going to do kind of like a smushing technique minus the smushing. So I'm just kind of going to haphazardly, add some paint to the background, and then I'm going to sop most of it up with a paper towel that you see right there. So when it dries, it gets significantly lighter, and you'll see that in the stills at the end of the video. But I do go back in and I add, as you can see here on the screen, I do go back and I do add some more color and to deepen parts of the background up. Most of that gets covered up by my photograph and my embellishments anyway, but I wanted to add that visual interest. Now here I was feeling like some of it was a little dark, and I went through here with some white from my watercolor set and just lightened things up, kind of blended things, made them a little more seamless rather than, as hard as they are, the edges as hard as they are. So, sorry, that's the coffee machine, the espresso machine going in the background. I apologize for the noise. Now I'm going to mat my photograph, and I'm just taking pieces of paper from the collection that I've already cut into. Like, all these papers are gorgeous, but I want to also make sure that I use up like what I've already cut into. I always feel like I waste those pieces, because especially when I cut out like a cut file. And so I always feel like I kind of waste these pieces, and I always, pull out like a new sheet. And so like I'm trying to be very conscious about, very methodical about the paper that I use. And so yeah, so it is what it is, and I'm just matting the photograph. I don't have a particular way of doing things. I just do them. I do what feels, natural, what looks good, and so that's it. So this is let's see. Oh, I decided that I needed to double back and put double the foam on the bottom piece of the cut file, because my photograph was going to be thicker than normal. And so I wanted everything to be even. I just go through with my hot glue gun and glue down pieces. Like, this is my favorite and easiest way I found to do it. And so I love that cut file too. It says be awesome today. And this kid is like the awesomest kid you'll ever meet. She is the most sincere, the most like loving, gentle soul. And she just makes you feel good all around. She's such a good kid. I really am blessed. I'm so happy she chose me as her mother. So now I'm going to go through the excuse me, the ephemera of this from this collection. So there's two types of ephemera that are that were released with this collection, and it's the icon ephemera and it's the phrase ephemera. So both are great, and I love them. I love them both. I use them both, you know, interchangeably. Like you can see now, I'm going sorry, I'm going through the phrase one, I believe. And so there are bits and pieces that I pull from each one and use as my embellishing. So you can see at the top right hand corner as well, I have a tab that's cut out. I just used my We Are Memories Keeper tab punch to quickly punch that out. And it was already in the stash from the collection that from another layout that I had documented earlier this summer. So I had to use that takeaway cup that says "You Are My Rainbow" because this kid loves the rainbow. If you ask my daughter what her favorite color is, she'll tell you it's rainbow. She can't just pick a color. It's rainbow. She loves everything rainbow. T-shirts, shorts, shoes, you know, clothing, dolls. If a Barbie has like a rainbow on her shirt, oh, she wants it. She's, you know, she asks for it. And so this collection is full of rainbows, and I'm glad I got to document it with this particular photo and of this particular daughter because it speaks volumes about her personality. So I'm just going to create a base now with some of the ephemera, and I'm just going to layer on top of that as well with other pieces. I'm just going to create just a little cluster of things that I think look good. That's not to say that, you know, someone else may look at it and say, I don't like what you did here, but you know, I just kind of go with what I feel looks good. And that's the way we should scrapbook. Our scrapbooking should make us look good. We shouldn't be like copying or trying to aspire to be like other designers. It is what it is. Everyone has their own style, and I think that, you know, for a long time I did not know what my style was. I did not know, you know, I liked certain things and then I didn't, and I was like, well, this person did this and theirs looks so good, but you know, I found what works for me. And at the end of the day, the albums are mine, and I can't deny my own style. So I hope that, you know, everyone works towards finding their own style and what comes naturally and easily to them. Now I'm taking the puffy stickers. These are the hearts. These are so cute. They're still so stinking cute. I love them. I wish I could have used all of this on this layout. But I just took some of the dark pink ones and one or two of the light pink ones and sprinkled them around the page. Super easy. I'm one of those that cleans up as they go along, so I had to put the ephemera away before I continued onward. Now I believe I'm going to take some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the gold. Yep, there I go. And I'm just going to add some sprinkling of love, add a little sprinkling of love. There I had to put another piece of dimensional foam because I didn't like the way it was sitting. So when the Heidi Swapp Color Shine dries down, it becomes a lot lighter and not so dark. I hope you guys enjoyed my layout. This is it in its entirety. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer. If you don't mind, please like this video and subscribe if you already haven't. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.